Hello, this is Simon Klein from TradeSmart at 8 a.m. Eastern Time on the 24th of September 2017. Welcome to this week's episode of Where is the Dollar Going Next? And what you see before you is the dollar index on the daily chart wound back to the end of the previous week. We said last week that in order to go higher, we have to go above and close above the supply zone here, and in order to go lower we have to go below and close below the demand zone below over here. So let's take a look how the market played out last week. So on Monday the market actually started to hold this zone and move to the upside, but on Tuesday that move was negated and we moved to the downside, putting in a lower high, making it most likely that we move to the downside. So on Wednesday the market actually moved down below here, and then we actually pushed back to the upside based on the demand zone below to the supply zone up here. And on Thursday we started to move back down from the supply zone, and on Friday we moved down and then we closed over here almost in the middle between the supply and demand zone over here. So the question is this: where is the dollar likely to go next this week? Well, it's very similar to last week. We've actually setting up for sideways action over here. So it's exactly the same as last week. If we go above and close above the supply zone above, we're likely to continue moving to the upside, and if we go below and close below the demand zone below, we're likely to continue moving to the downside. And again, we're going to take a look at the larger time frames to see what they're saying about the current movement of price. So we take a look at the weekly chart. We can see that we're still in a weekly downtrend, we're still moving down, but we may actually bounce to the upside, albeit we're not really in a demand zone over here as we've said in previous weeks. If we take a look at this a bit closer, you can see the demand zone's really down here. So this may just turn over and go to the downside. Alternatively, if we actually continue to bounce, we may move up to the supply zone overhead. But I think the odds are still greater on a continuation of the move to the downside to the demand level below on the weekly chart. And if we take our attention now to the monthly chart, you can see we're still, after a number of months down, into a supply zone that became demand, so we may bounce from here. If we don't bounce from here, then we're likely to continue moving down to this level over here, or at least below this demand zone. So these are the odds of where the dollar is likely to go next this week. If you like this video, hit the like button below, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe at the end. This is Simon Klein from TradeSmart, wishing you the best of luck with your trading this week.